It's Hoosie, and today I'm going to be talking about the Detroit Pistons once again. And I'm going to be talking about how they're cooking up quite the, young core. They have quite the bright future back in Detroit. So, I just want to jump into this video. Don't want to waste any of you guys' time. I know you're here to, get into the fucking information, then get the fuck out. All right, I understand. I appreciate that. And I will obey that order that you guys are giving me. I will get right into the video right now. Okay, so without further ado, this video is about the Detroit Pistons, as I previously stated. And anyways, let's get right into it. I know you guys are really anxious of me getting into the video, so I'm going to get into it. And so the first guy we're going to be talking about here, about the Detroit Pistons young core, is Ausar Thompson. He is a upcoming point guard out of the Overtime Elite League, and he was very dominant. The Detroit Pistons got him with the 5th overall pick in the previous draft. It was just a couple weeks ago. And the Detroiters are very happy with their pick. I think he has proven to be a very reliable shooter and passer. I think the only thing he really needs to work on is his quickness, defense, and his ball control. I think that's about all there is. I think he can be a real good role player someday in this league. I think he might spend a little bit of time in the G League to begin his career, because I think he's got some shit to work on. But anyways, let's move on to the next guy. So here we got Beef Stew Isaiah Stewart. He is known for destroying LeBron in many more ways than one. By that I mean he fucked his asshole with no lubricant. It made him bleed. LeBron's asshole, of course, with Isaiah's Beef Stew's tree trunk of a horse cock. But anyways, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about his play on the court. And he is one of the greatest players I've ever seen, quite frankly. He knows how to put the ball in the hoop. He's athletic. He's long. He's lean. He's thick. He's veiny. He's got all the tools to succeed in this league. I think the Detroiters are very happy to moving forward with this man in their lineup. I'll tell you that. I know for a fact the locker room is really, he's a good locker room guy. He keeps all the players satisfied in many ways. But moving on, another guy in the Pistons young core, I might have spoiled it there, is Joe Harris. They recently traded for him. Joe Harris, he like Beef Stew, knows how to put the ball in the hoop. He is a young guard. He's a white boy, so he knows how to shoot, but you know what? He can dunk on you too if you don't get too comfortable under the basket, because Big Joey here is going to go slam it down on your asshole. When you're playing against the Detroit Pistons, you got to hold both of your hands in front of your anus, because some shit's going to get in there, one way or another. But anyways, from multiple angles. Oh shit, I guess we're moving on. So next, we have James Wiseman. So James Wiseman was traded to the Detroit Pistons on the trade deadline back in February, and I think it was just a steal of a trade. The Detroit Pistons are extremely happy to have acquired him for basically free, given that they don't really have any big men other than Beef Stew. So, Wiseman, gives them that inside presence that they so desperately need. Inside scoring, rebounding, they don't have any of that. They need some young talent at the center position, and James Wiseman gave that to them. But yeah, I know. I love James Wiseman. I think he's a future bench warmer in this league. And next up, we have Killian Hayes. So Killian Hayes is a cutie pie. Just look at him. He's so cute. He knows what he's doing on the basketball court. And you already know Isaiah Stewart, Beef Stew, is in those. You know Killian. You know he's getting obliterated by beef stew in the locker room, maybe even during the game. I think that's something, when I'm watching all the Detroit Pistons games, I'm going to be rooting for that to happen during the game so I can get a closer view into it, so I don't have to sneak into the locker rooms to watch. But anyways, that's enough about Killian and him being the locker room prostitute. We're moving on to Alec Burks. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. He's the best defender I've ever seen in my life. He will stop you from scoring, and that's what you want in a basketball player, especially a defensive one. It's wondrous to watch him stop you from putting balls in the hole. But without further ado, I think that concludes the video. Thank you for watching.